Pep Talk UK Pro Bs, delighted to be joined by promoter Eddie Hearn. How you doing?
I feel suitably underdressed, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I need to get you one of these.
I rate that highly.
Yeah.
Very
Hey,
nice.
boxing is back. I had to go full Mexican. Fight camp, 1st of August. Let's go!
Let's go, baby. Fight camp is here. Been a long time coming, you know. I'm excited. I wanted to do something different. You know, we know we're going to do a few quid, spunk a bit of money over the next couple of months on no crowds, but I'd rather spunk a bit of money in style than doing it somewhere that's just drab for boxing. You know, I didn't want to go to a studio. I wanted to make sure we go outside, give that big event feel. And I think from the hype we created last week, you know, it shows that people are excited about this little stage in our lives where we will be experiencing boxing behind closed doors.
What was the idea of kind of starting fight camp on the 1st of August? Was it to kind of iron out any teething problems of other promoters?
Not really. It was more about the Dillian White date. You know, when you're staging a pay-per-view event, you need to get the right weekend. And the Champions League announced the semi-finals on the 8th and the 15th of August. And we were going to do the Dillian White fight on the 15th of August. It was like, you know, if there's a bit of extra time, penalties, the game could run on. So we chose the 22nd of August, which meant we had to go 4 weeks before. So we're a week later than anticipated. But I can't lie, you know, I don't think there's any rush. I've got to be honest, the fighters have enjoyed lockdown. You know, they've had their food. So I think they were
I've had my food.
Oh, right, yeah, but I think they're quite pleased with the extra week.
So talk to me about the whole planning of fight camp. I mean, how difficult was it to kind of put in the right measures? And I suppose by the time August the 1st comes about, a lot of the restrictions are going to be lifted.
Hopefully. I don't think that will change, though, in terms of the British Boxing Board of Control guidelines. I think they're sort of saying that what we've got in place now, we want to stand for the event. So everything that we've planned as if we were staging an event tomorrow, you know, in terms of the testing, social distancing, the PPE, everything. So it was challenging, and we've been working closely with the board. No one's experienced it before, you know, so no one's really got a blueprint. You sort of look at other sports, you look at other testing procedures, and we go from there. And, you know, the challenging thing was to put the fights together and the right fights for that. You know, the slogan for Fight Camp is no easy fights. And you see on the bill, they're as close to 50-50 fights, I think, as you can get. Even if it's not a 50-50 fight, it's very, very competitive. And that's what we want. We can't afford a shit fight on Fight Camp, because it's one thing doing a shit fight in an arena where there's loads of people there and you can kind of get away with it. You can't do it with no crowds. So we've got to make sure that everybody's ready to go at it on August 1st.
You mentioned challenges. I saw on Twitter, I was having a nose about Amanda Serrano.
Yeah.
What happened? Tell me, can you break down the truth?
Yeah, the truth of the matter is that, you know, we've been trying to get Amanda Serrano to fight Katie Taylor for a long time. Last year, I gave her a shot. Well, not even. I gave her a vacant world title when she boxed on our show at Madison Square Garden. Then I gave her the Heather Hardy fight. And when she signed to fight Katie Taylor, we then had to give her a warm-up fight in Miami in January. Then I gave her an advance on her purse to fight Katie Taylor in May. She's due to fight on the Dillian White card in May. Now, Ludabella seemed very upset that apparently I created the COVID-19 virus, and I had to change the date, surprisingly enough. We talked about July, and then we confirmed to them a week ago, 9 weeks before the fight, that the fight would be taking place on August the 22nd. And despite my couple of conversations with Ludabella a few weeks before about the date and would Amanda Serrano take any less money, which he made it very clear she wouldn't, I gave her the full money as per the contract and so forth. Unfortunately, during that period, another broadcaster has come in and offered Amanda Serrano a real tasty little gig on an island in Dominican Republic doing a reality TV show, right? Which the truth is, she just fancied doing that. She didn't want to go and do an 8-week camp and fight Katie Taylor. She thought, you know what, I'll go on an island on a little PJ, right? No problem. I understand that, but not on my watch. So I spoke to the broadcaster, who was unaware that she was under contract to us for this fight. And the broadcaster turned around and said, we understand, obviously, we're not going to proceed now with Amanda Serrano. She's under contract. Amanda Serrano signed a contract herself. Ludabella signed a contract. And under the terms of the contract, which is very, very common under a force majeure. When you sign a contract, we have the right to reschedule the fight. And that is what we have done. Now, Lou DiBella says, oh, you can't make someone fight. And by the way, it's not even Amanda Serrano tweeting. It's a manager trainer, Jordan Maldonado. They start throwing down, oh, you're trying to bully me into the fight. I can't make you fight. You can never make someone fight. But what you can do is exercise your rights under a contract, especially when you've invested a lot of money into that situation. So Lou DiBella says, oh, you can't train in the state of New York. Well, guess the fuck what? Katie Taylor is in the state of New York training for the fight. So she has no reality TV show anymore. We're saying you should honour the fight that you've signed for. You've got 8 weeks. You've been training for an hour. You've been posting it on your Instagram every session in a boxing gym, you know, that you can't train in. So we're hoping that we get a call to say, okay, we're on. I doubt it because it's become a little bit of a pride thing now. So that's the basis of the situation.
Talk to me about Jarrell Miller. You know I was going to get there. Were you right to kind of sever all ties with Big Baby?
You know what? I didn't sever the ties because I expected him to cheat again. You know, and maybe I'm a little bit naive, but I just thought that he made a mistake. And what he never did in the Anthony Joshua situation was he never held his hands up and said, listen, I wanted to win so bad. I cheated, right? Made a massive mistake. I'm sorry. And when you look back now, it's actually a little bit worrying that he never done that. And a lot of people have been saying for a long time, this guy's been cheating for a long, long time. And it worries me that if he's prepared to do what he did under that scrutiny after the AJ situation, in a warm-up fight, maybe he has been cheating his whole career. Who knows? But to be honest, I feel sorry for him. And I think he has a psychological problem. And I don't think he can bring himself to fight without Peds. That is the honest situation.
Because I was doing a lot of research and I saw that Jarrell Miller for heavyweights throwing the most punches.
I know. Well, that's the thing that's always, you know, of course, it don't look good when you get this situation. You think the best thing about Jarrell Miller was his work rate and the ability to throw a load of punches. Oh, okay. You know, so who knows what happened in the past? But what we do know is for someone to behave like that, it ain't right. You know, it's not right. And look, Top Rank gave him a lifeline. You know, they gave him a big contract when he didn't deserve it. The Nevada Commission licensed him, where some say they should never have licensed him, but they did. But he couldn't be banned before or suspended because he didn't have a license when he failed his test with AJ. Now, the Nevada Commission will undoubtedly ban him, and other commissions, probably not all commissions, but most commissions will follow suit with that situation. And by the way, I think every promoter and every broadcaster will too.
Is that it for Jarrell Miller? Is that it? Because I mean, we've seen other fights come back.
Yeah, I think he needs to go and get his mind right, because you know, let's just have it right. You've just one of the most high-profile doping offences of all time, and you somehow get a lifeline in your career and financially, and then you go and do that in a warm-up fight. That's why I say I don't think he's capable of fighting without it.
Wow. Promoter Eddie Hearn, I know you're pressed for time. We'd like to thank you jumping on Pep Talk. Eddie Hearn.
See you soon.
OBs. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.